Let's talk about hijacked thoughts today when we're leaning into our tools and they are just not working. When you have the mental chatter and you're monologuing because you hope that you will have been understood and you're making your case to yourself and you're going back and forth because you know that you can't have the conversation with the person because you're just not going to get through to them. I got caught in a doozy of one yesterday, and I want to share the tools to reach for in those moments when the tools don't work. And what I mean by that is we can lean in for the remothering moments. We can lean in for hydration. We can lean in for journaling. There are so many tools that we have. We can lean into cold water over the wrists. But sometimes it's just really deep. And all we can do is lean in for having that homeopathic dose of ourselves, noticing how hijacked we are. And in that, we can keep ourselves out of conversations we shouldn't be having when we are that activated. And so, if that's the only win we have, which is we keep ourselves out of conversations that aren't wise to have while we're activated, that in and of itself is the win. So, if you find yourself in an intense mental hijack, I want to assure you that you're not the only one. It doesn't mean that your tools aren't working. It means that something really deep got in there and it's an opportunity to take a look at it and begin to heal. So if you find yourself in that spot, my invitation is this. Sometimes we have a tendency to heap a heaping pile of shoulds and guilt and judgment on ourselves on top of the pain we're already in. So the invitation is to offer yourself an of courseness, offer yourself some grace, gift yourself, if you are able to, the opportunity to go to bed early, hydrate, journal, lean into those remothering moments. And if all that's still not helping you come out of your mental hijack, coaching or therapy, having a trusted other who can sit with you and be with you in that I've got you moment. Because sometimes what we are so deeply craving is to be held in a space where we're not too much, even if we're. And so whether it's with me or somebody else, if your DIY tools aren't supporting you, I want to remind you that sometimes the healing comes about in relationship. So I want to wrap this up by reminding you no myth of perfection. We all can get hijacked. That's part of the human condition. And with that, I want to end with a deep breath and a lot of love and a reminder that though we each walk our own journey, we don't have to do it alone. Bye for now.